Welcome back, everyone. Those of you who are new here, hey, be sure to like and subscribe if this video ends up vibing with you. Today, we're going to talk about 3 weird signs that you are clairaudient. Clairaudience is one of my favorite clairs to talk about because it's the most common and the most fun, but also the one that scares people literally shitless because you hear so much once you begin to develop your gifts that it'll just surprise you. So I figured I would talk about 3 of my favorite ones that I have found to be really random, that I see in people because I teach people how to open their clairs, that I personally love, but folks don't always like. So I'm going to share it with you. So let's jump right in. The first one is you hear sounds when you first wake up. So there is a very small window, which many people know, where you are half awake and half asleep. That is the time when your clairaudience is literally wide open. Aside from, your other energies are open, but your clairaudience in particular is very, 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 very open. That's why it feels like when you're in dreams, you're literally experiencing real life. You can hear things, you can feel things, you can sense things, but most of the time it's things you can hear, things you can see, and stuff you had said. So usually when you wake up, your energy is flowing so massively with sound that you will pick up on not just sounds in your dreams, but you'll pick up sounds from other dimensions, other realms, other energies around you. And they'll also be communicating to you, especially if it's a past loved one, they'll be communicating to you within that small window. So let's say your ancestors or, a past loved one that is a friend, or you had a relationship or anything like that, they want to communicate with you. Most of the time you'll be able to pick it up right before you wake up. And as you are waking up, you'll either have sounds that you don't really recognize, or you might hear a voice, or something might jolt you awake. So if you are getting jolted awake out of your sleep because of a sound, it's likely because you are clairaudient. And usually in that case, it's someone you definitely know who's jolting you awake. Someone you definitely recognize, because the fact that you woke up so quickly means that you recognize their voice and your body recognized it as well. And you just needed to wake up. Because if it's like a train sound or like a dog barking, it's usually something that people will sleep through, it's not going to bother them. But I've had friends be like, Alicia, wow, and start yelling, and I recognize that. And so I woke up and was like, what are you doing? What are you doing here? So you'll be able to hear more when you are first waking up. Same time when you are supposed to be meditating first thing in the morning, your energy is open, your energy is just flowing. So number 2, you will be easily activated by music, heavily activated. You're probably also someone who walks around with earphones in because you might pick up on additional sound, or sometimes sound in general sounds loud. But those who are extremely clairaudient pick up energy, which means they pick up sound very differently. So the minute you start hearing music, you'll either tap into different emotions, you'll go on a whole journey, or you'll just space the fuck out like nobody's business. And it's really hard to snap you out of it because your audience channel is so open that anything that goes in that captures your attention, like a good song or an audio book or anything along those lines, is just gonna make your soul light up and put you into almost like a hyper focused state, which is really cool, right? Because you're likely also someone who, if you go to a sound bath or a concert, you can have a lot of fun. You can ascend really quickly. You might also be a musician. I find a lot of clairaudient people are also musicians, or people who express themselves through sound or receive sound really well, because again, it's all energy, which is so fucking cool to see. And for the last one, this one is actually my favorite. So sometimes you might experience unexplained laughter or emotion. So this one's interesting because basically your clairaudience tends to blend with your clairsentience at the exact same time. If someone from the other side is being really snarky, and you hear it and you usually feel it at the same time, you might just laugh out of the blue and people are like, why are you laughing? You're like, you didn't hear that? It's like, you didn't hear the ancestors say something like really snarky about the person who just walked by. Or, you know, when I say too many bad words, my grandmother literally goes off and I can hear her so loud and I'm like, sorry, grandma. And I just start laughing, and she'll do the same thing to my friends who are also clairaudient, and you can just hear them laughing and them saying sorry out loud. You'll realize that you'll have moments of unexplained emotions or unexplained like things that come out of your mouth because you're channeling that energy through your audience and you're experiencing it. And so it's being expressed outside of you. But I just wanted to share those 3 things because I thought they were really interesting. Let me know below if you have experienced anything like this, or if you have something else that happens to you when you are clairaudient. Also share that below because I love hearing everybody's stories. I'm going to do another video about clairaudience because someone had asked over on my TikTok about how can you actually recognize your ancestors' voices. And so I want to go into this a little bit more because the more you develop your clairaudience, the more you'll be able to pick up on different energies, and the more you evolve your spiritual practice, like someone like myself who works with deities and angels and ancestors and all sorts of guides. Everybody speaks differently because they all have a different energetic frequency. And so you'll be able to tell the difference, and it just takes time and it just takes practice. But if that's something that you're also interested in learning about, or if you have questions about your clairs or anything that has to do with spirituality, or maybe you're experiencing things in your spiritual awakening that you don't know how to decipher, or you don't know what your dream means or what to do about it, like what's going on with your food intake, like all sorts of stuff, come stop by my Thursday class. It's called Z's School for the Gifted. You can submit your questions ahead of time and I will answer them live with you and also give you coaching. And it's literally only $22. I wanted to make sure it was accessible for anybody to be there. It's a group setting so we can come hang out, talk about our clairs, develop our clairs, and this will happen weekly. So I'm really excited to be bringing this back. I had paused it for a while because it was my birthday and I was celebrating, taking care of myself, and honing in on my own clairs actually. So again, I'm sending you all lots of love. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything else that you are wanting to learn, please be sure to drop it below. Again, be sure to like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you get all the lovely notifications when I drop something amazing. And hopefully I will see you all on Thursday. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful December. It's a month of fast energy, prosperity, abundance, ancestral connection, and just enjoy it for yourself and tap in with your clairaudience. See what you can hear. Okay, well, I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.